it just seems like he gets out of shit. But can he get out of this one? That's my question. Can he get out of this one?
Yeah, I think, I guess one of the biggest announcements that just happened about maybe 43 minutes ago is that he announced that they're going to be winding down operations. And look, I've been on the phone with the White House from the very beginning, obviously being a veteran myself. So for me, the last thing I want is boots on the ground, and I would never vote for that. But to be very clear, the president and the White House had never advocated for that as well.
He said he might do it a couple of weeks ago.
I think internal conversations with the White House that we're having are maybe different than what is out there. Remember, President Trump has been very good
came out of his
at
mouth.
using President Trump in private conversations, as well as the White House, though, has been very clear that they're not.
So you would split with him if he put boots on the ground?
Well, I don't think that he's going to. I mean,
but you would.
Yes, I would.
You would.
But I will tell you this: that in my discussions with the White House, that's never been something that's actually being discussed. And also, too, the day after it happened, I think this is important for people to know. I talked to Secretary Rubio within 24 hours of everything going down. And what I will tell you is, and we can probably get into the issue of whether or not there was an imminent threat, which in my belief there was, but
it seems a lot of you so-called conservatives have short memories. You remember what happened in January 2016? All of a sudden knew, I can't believe Trump is going after Iran. I can't believe Trump is going after Iran. You remember when Iran captured American sailors and displayed our boat for the world to see, to humiliate and mock us? You remember that was during the State of the Union. They still had Americans, and Barack Obama didn't mention it. You remember how angry y'all was? All you so-called conservatives was, I can't believe Israel.
Yes, this is exactly what is going on in the conservative movement. When you take a look at what Bill Maher said on this video, Bill Maher fired back at Joe Ken, says he is pushing another version of and listening to much Tucker Carlson. If you don't know, for days now, Tucker Carlson is under fire. A lot of things came out about him. I'm not going into details. The conservative movement is divided at this time. I have seen a pattern. Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, Candace, they have their own things they believe in. They are against this president doing what is currently going on. At some point, the disagreement is actually out there. They express themselves outwardly. This has actually fractured a lot of things in this base. Democrats are struggling now to penetrate it.
I spent my entire life as a Democrat, and the way I feel right now, I will never vote for a Democrat ever again in my life. Honestly, I stayed loyal to the Democrat Party way longer than I probably should have. I mean, I voted for Obama in 2012. I was a Bernie babe in 2016. In 2020, I voted independent because I was starting to get fed up with the Democrat Party. And during the 2024 election is when I really realized that a lot of the things that the Democrats were saying either didn't make any sense or were completely opposite of what we had been saying for the past 4 years. And I honestly just cannot see myself supporting a party that doesn't make any sense anymore. Like, for instance, we spent the last 4 years telling people, you say that no one should be able to tell you that you can't get steak and lobster and soft drinks and junk food on your EBT, but you're mad that the military is getting steak and lobster? And mind you, they were fed this steak and lobster before they went overseas to fight for the liberation of the oppressed peoples that you all claim to care about so much.
I voted for Trump twice, and now I regret not voting for him 3 times. Just so we're clear, this is a social media issue, people leaving the movement, because first off, you don't need to announce that you're leaving the movement, and you're allowed to criticize this administration. So if you go out in the real world and you start talking to people, I hung out at a retirement area today where there was a bunch of people that are retired and come down for winter. A lot of them were Trump supporters. Not a single one knew about any of this chaos going on the internet. Like, there's the real world and all these people that are just functioning and, they seem pretty decently happy with the administration. I know everybody has notes. That's fine. But not a single one of them was saying that they're going to vote Democrat in the next election. Because you do realize, like, people like Nick saying, vote Democrat. He thinks he's going to punish the Republican Party. You're not punishing the Republican Party. You're punishing the American people. Like, we going back to the way it was? We going to have open borders, people coming in unvetted. Our children in schools. That's what you think? You're punishing the Republican? No, you're punishing the American people. Like, think of it. If Kamala had been elected, do you think that we would still be on social media just getting to say whatever we want? Because look what's happening in Canada. They has already done so. We were next. So as much as I will never say that this or any administration is perfect, I know that this is what is best for our country. I do need to add, you're allowed to criticize this administration. Go for it. I mean, I just want everybody to be perfectly aware that everything happening on social media right now is not what's happening in the real world.
I think this is a lot more than oil. And I think that there was no plan to end this. It's very easy to get into it, very hard to get out of it. No plan to get out. Not even concepts of a plan to get out. And let's talk about the fact that it's already costing us, I think, $12.9 billion.
You take a look at what is going on. You can clearly see that Democrats are extremely happy, to see how divided people can be on this issue. I understand that things like this are bound to happen, but we should remember that before Trump came in, he had a vision. He had a lot of things to carry out, and I believe he has done most of those things he promised that he would do. You sitting or you watching this video, there are a lot of things that you don't see. There are things that I don't see. Only people with that intelligence, understanding, know exactly what was coming or what was to happen. Though some people will attribute it like, oh, they're just lies, or that I don't want to go into if they are lying or not. They have reasons why they're doing that. Some say they did this just to protect us. That is the fact. At some point, you can disagree with the Trump administration. You have right to disagree with this administration, and you should not act like these kind of people I see when they leave. They say, oh, I'm no more MAGA. Oh, please now vote for Democrat. You know fully well that Democrat were not really a party that you like. Reason you were part of the MAGA movement because of major disagreement or things you have seen. You think if you take up a decision now to advocate against this administration, you are doing yourself any good. You are not doing yourself any good. Instead, you are punishing people because you wanted, like, okay, suddenly now the Democrat Party is the best. The reason you're advocating for them, right? That is the funniest thing that I've seen with some people. They act like they are not mentally okay. We should reason sometimes when we want to do things. Yeah. For a very long time, I've seen how people advocate. Look at what is currently Laura Luma, Tucker Carlson. They are like paralines. This person is here opposing. It is not ending anytime soon. And to me, I never expected a scenario like this. You might disagree with someone, but you people can still be in the same party. There are certain Trump policies that he has put out. I've seen some of these people support him. But when it concerns his foreign policies, people are coming in to disagree. They have right to do that. They should be able to air their versions. Stop attacking each other. That is just what I want to see. I want to appreciate people supporting, sharing out the videos. God bless you abundantly. As of the short clips that at the end, that is for the white algorithm. You can always skip.
Here's either F Trump from the other side or I love Trump.
You feel safer today?
I feel safer.
I understand everybody needs their platform.
He's still us.
Tonight could get political.
Just say which.
There's an alternate Oscars being hosted by Kid Rock.
Not only is he a great actor.
Anniversary of the Oscars So White campaign, someone must wear a ribbon that says, "We won."
Out on the buffet, they're just hard.
What is this, my 600-pound?
Yeah, and you're right. Every day is something new.
That Trump laid in the State of the Union address.
To get here.
Trump! Go Trump! Hey, Murphy, you're scumbag.
Thanks, man.
Our chamber is chanting USA. Philip.
He utilized almost like these game show type moments where you're seeing awards being presented.
They're just so and did not shake her hand there.
Here's the video. He shook everyone's hand. Everyone. Here's the Chief Justice. All of them got their hands shaken to the point where they had to come back on the air and say this in Stop 33.
But we should point out as he walks in, he's pretty close to the justices again as he comes.
Other than illegal on either of those two, I think they took his bait.
Can take away from the joyous moment as all Americans. And why are they putting a medal?
Oh, he's already under scrutiny for 1,000 reasons. Patel posted this on X.
Job.
I get suspicious when any
person's home. It's very easy to.
This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
The country's in such emotional turmoil.
And Republicans on both sides. You're
so amazing. And wasn't it so great?
When it can be hard to hope.
Hey, girl.
When you think it can't get